Hello everyone and welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate Prowler only. Last time we took on our final key quests. And you know what that means? This time we'll be taking on our final boss. We'll talk to the quest tender. Always a pleasure, Hunter. Finally, the confrontation with Ahtal-Ka is upon us. The little airship's all ready to go. You should make sure you're prepared. There'll be no need to worry about any interference. We'll make sure no other monsters get in your way. You seem surprised. You didn't think we'd let you do this on your own, did you? The other hunters here will head out on this mission, as will I. Haha, in the past, I gave it everything I had. Then after one moment of carelessness, all I had to show for it was a scar. Now I can be at least a little useful again. I can make short work of one or two of those big beasts. But enough about me. You'll be calling the shots in this show. So once you're ready, take on this urgent quest. I wish you good fortune. Here's today's list for your perusal. All right, the urgent quest for today is Castle on the Run. Has us slaying an Ahtal-Ka in the Ahtal-Ka in the Forlorn Citadel. We go ahead and take the quest, and we'll head out. We'll get to that in a second, but first, you do have a chest full of stuff. You can have ballista ammo, and if you're hunters, you have bombs and other stuff like that. Anti-dragon bombs, those will be useful for later. Pickaxes, adamant seeds, cleansers, rations, stuff like that. This is a final boss quest. You usually get that kind of stuff. Now, unlike most other Monster Hunter games where your final boss is a dragon, this is a, what's it called? A Neopteran, I think is what it's called. So similar to the Altaroths. Your best element is thunder, as we do have equipped here. Your second is a close water element, and then everything else is just not really great. It's completely immune to dragon element and fire element, and it is also, or at the very least I believe, and then it is also immune to, or not immune, but it's not very weak to ice. Keep going for the space here, and we're just going to build up for our bar, but it's a bug. This is not very normal for a Monster Hunter game to have a bug as a final boss. It uses its web to actually grab things that are around the arena and use it as a weapon. Right here, it's going to throw it forward, so we'll just kind of get out of the way of it. It has a weird swerving arc, so we will actually get the adept dodge off of that. But it will have some downtime to actually pull it back up on its back there. So we'll keep going for the face here. It's going to do a wide sweep here, doing a backflip, and then we'll go ahead and apply our piercing boomerangs. See what it's going to do next. All right, another one of those little forward throws. Dodge to the left there, as it doesn't swerve to the left, and then she'll pull it to the right, or her left, but our right, and we can keep going for that face here. We're almost up to big boomerangs. Gonna shoot out some web shots. Those spread out pretty far, and they will play you with the web status. So if you have something like non-stick fur, I believe that will get you out of it pretty quickly, but it's also a pretty easy thing to mash out of. Go through that little wide swing there, and then we'll keep going for the face when she has her little bit of downtime here. And it is a female. I think the males are like, they don't look like this. It's kind of a reverse peacock. Either way, we'll keep going for this, and then we'll apply our big boomerangs. Wait to see what she's going to do next. Don't go for the tail. It is a very hard part. You'll bounce off of it, I believe, and it is also just not a great hit zone. That's why you bounce off of it. Keep going for the face here. I believe the claws are decent too. You can break those claws. So if you're looking for more parts, go for them, but cats don't really like the Ahtal-Ka armor and weapons. Keep going for her face here while she attacks, and eventually, if we can do enough damage to her, there's a double claw sweep. She'll go into a second phase. Wait here. She'll slam that down, and right now we're just in the gauge building phase right now, so we're just trying to get as much gauge as we can, not really worrying too much about damage. After you do enough damage, however, you'll get her to topple over in her own webbing. And now she's going to go back and grab that pillar again. So we'll just dodge through it. It is a hitbox, so she's trying to pull it back up too, so be careful. Keep doing some spins on her face there. Here comes some web shots. Couple of hits on her face. See what she does next. All right, wide sweep. Just go straight through that. We have Go Fight Win, so we're going to go ahead and throw a Mega Boomerang out here. Hopefully we get it out in time. All right, she's just going to walk slowly here, so that's great for us. Wide sweep there. We actually got tripped by her feet and not actually hit by her claws. That did let us evade a little bit more damage, but not that she should be doing too terribly much. This is oddly an easy final boss fight compared to the other ones. Most of the time, the final bosses are more or less just HP sponges that throw out big hits and can sometimes just kill you in one shot. Keep going for the face here. She's going to throw that down. Couple of spins here while she's getting that back up on her bat. Here comes a claw slam. Just get straight through that. Throw one more boomerang. She's going to do another throw, so we'll just dodge that to the left. Like I said before, got actually quite a bit of bar gauge here, so I'm going to try and burn that at the very least. All right, we'll throw this out here. Wait, see what he does, or she does, and then she get flinched. So we'll be able to do this again, and looks like she's exhausted. That's very interesting, but now she is walking towards the center of the arena. Unfortunately, I tapped Y for a Mega Boomerang and immediately got knocked out of it. Thankfully, we do have enough for our regular boomerang, so we'll go ahead and apply those real quick. And now you can see that she is drawing up a massive mech. This is the thing that was actually taking all of the stuff, and it was adding it to its little mech, making it a little dream home that can move around. Main goal here is attacking the golden threads however you can. If you can reach the one in the middle, you'll be doing I think the most damage. You'll at the very least be doing enough to actually knock her out of it. But since we're not able to reach it very easily, we can do it with Mega Boomerangs, and I think we can with regular boomerangs, but it's not that worth it. We're waiting to either break the golden threads on her legs to climb up, or she'll do some attacks that will slam them down really hard, and that will force her to have some downtime. You'll attack the golden threads here to just clear a path, and then we're going to this little cocoon over this way. If you see some threads going to her tail, that means it is going to try to attack anyone who is up on top. She can do some other attacks that'll throw you off here, and she can also do some other attacks that'll just launch little boulders off here. So we'll just keep going for this. You know, do your highest DPS here. I'm not really sure what caused this to fall off there. I've never really seen that happen before. I guess we got knocked out of the bounds, which, you know, what happened whenever we tried to mount that Gammoth before. She took us out of the out-of-bounds zone, and it forced us up in the mount. Go back to attacking these golden threads on the legs, though. She's going to do a thread shot. We'll just be able to dodge that easily. Sometimes that will do it in 3, so you'll have to dodge in between them. There goes that again. We'll just dodge the giant wave of rocks that come out. That is a big earthquake attack. We'll climb up here, and we'll have to break this one too, but it's not very much HP we have to actually get through to break these. As you can see, we actually broke through it pretty quickly there. So we'll just keep spinning into this. She's going to slam her tail down. Going to try to depth there. Unfortunately, did not get it off, but it is fine. We're going to go into rage mode too, so that's good. We'll get extra affinity. Spin on this cocoon here, and we'll wait and see what she does. We actually get a break on the cocoon. Once you get a break on the cocoon, it will knock the head down to where you can actually enter inside of it. This is where you really go for the DPS. You can mine in here. I'm not going to, as again, cats don't really use the Ahtal-Ka stuff, so we don't really need it. We can just go for pure raw damage here. I'm going to throw our Mega Boomerangs out. Probably better to hover here, as it won't be hitting the hard parts of the mech, but it's fine. We'll still be getting quite a bit of damage off. After that, we'll just keep spinning into this. This is a great place for stuff like Claw Dance or your angered beast flips that you can kind of just go forward with. It's very easy to deal a lot of damage to it if you have the support gauge and stuff for it. We'll dodge to the left here. Gonna apply our piercing boomerangs again. See what happens next. Dodge into that. Unfortunately, our iframes did wear off from the adept dodge. I couldn't really do much there because if I had drawn my weapon, I still would have been out of iframes. Either way, we'll climb back up on the leg, and since we've already broken it, we're still pretty much just doing some extra damage here. I believe if you've done enough to the main cocoon, then you will just be able to knock her out of the mech just by dealing a little bit more damage to this, and maybe we'll see that. Wait for this to slam down. There we go, good. Try to do some melee spins on it. Another one. All right, she's doing the stink, which I do believe you can dodge, but it will still knock you off of the mech. This will apply you with defense down. So again, similar to the Alteroths, where they kind of shoot you with like element defense down. So you'll have to actually go back at it again and, you know, knock her out of it. Let's see what she's gonna do here. I think this is the big one. So we'll just mash dodge there. Yeah, it doesn't go off to the side. There is one, I believe, that does go off to the side, but that one did not. So we'll climb back up here, and then we will go ahead and just start going back at that cocoon. Shouldn't take too long to actually get her out of this now, since we have actually had a couple of rounds to go at it. So we'll try once more, and there we go. All right, phase 2 has been completed, and now we're on to the phase 3. What she's gonna do here is very interesting. There is a Dragonator over there, and there's a button for it. If you hit her leg with it, you can actually get up on top. I find it takes just a little bit too long to actually be efficient to use it, unless she's already over there, but it is very stationary and hard to use. But now that she has grabbed the Dragonator, you can see it's kind of bundled up with web. And that's because she pulled it out of its slot, and now she's using it, coupled with a couple of rusty Dragonators, to actually attack you with. So now you are the one being hunted. We'll keep going for the legs here and see what she does next. She's just going to throw it forward, similar to the pillar she did have before, except she uses her tail for some extra oomph. Keep going for the legs here and see what she does next. All right, looks like, yeah, she's just going to use it to kind of launch herself forward too. Have go that wins. I'm going to go try to go ahead and get this out. If you see any dust clouds, that means she's fixing to pull up a Dragonator of her own out of the ground. One of those rusty ones. We actually got a flinch on her there. There's that little flip she did with the pillar before. She's just doing it with the Dragonator now. See what she's doing here? It's a very big attack, and you can see it did a massive amount of damage. I did not remember exactly where that hitbox was going to go. But now that she's discarded the Dragonator, she's going to go right back for her pillar. You can jump off of these for mounting attacks. I just don't really find it that important, especially in this fight, because it's a very quick fight. We don't have the best of gear here, but if you are using like regular, in-game Prowler equipment, 15 minutes at max. And if you've really got some good luck with your cats doing go fight win and stuff like that, you should have a very easy time taking her down. But here we'll have a little bit less damage, so we'll have to deal with it. And we don't have weakness exploit either. Wait here, see what she's gonna do. Okay, looks like she's probably going back for the Dragonator. Did get hit by that little jump attack she did towards it. Keep going for those legs. Hopefully we can get a topple at some point. We'll wait here. She's gonna do the flip. Keep going for these legs. We'll do another spin into it. See if we can't knock her over. Not really. All right, she does that. She reaches with that. I wasn't paying enough attention to her health bar to see if she did, but it didn't flinch us either way. All right, wait here. She's throwing the rusty Dragonator, and again, that claw does damage while she is, attacking with it. Even if it does just look like she's ordering it, it is still an attack. Keep going for the face there. She's going to throw this Dragonator out, so we'll just dodge in case it would hit us, but it did not. Go for these legs again. All right, we'll wait and see. Flipping once more. Good chance to do some damage to her. All right, here comes another one. Just throwing that down. We'll keep going for that face in the back there. We'll have to pierce through that tail, unfortunately. All right, another rusty Dragonator. We'll wait for it to just come down towards us. I believe it was, I guess it was aiming at us. Just has a very slow tracking. All right, throw this one boomerang at her. Wait and dodge to the left. Wait for the flip. Again, her attacks are very easily telegraphed. It's just the matter of not getting too greedy. All right, a couple of boomerangs here. Looks like she's just doing another rusty one, so we'll try to stay at range here and not get hit by it. Here comes these other claw slashes she's doing, but we are out of range at it since we are a ranged weapon. There's one of the claws being broken, so that's nice. Let's see what she does here. All right, here comes the big slam to get rid of it. And now we can keep going for that face and not really have to worry too much about her attacking. She will have some downtime to actually get this pillar here. We'll apply her big boomerang since we are out of it. Wait and see what she does. She's throwing up thread. I believe if you are hit by those, they apply webbed. And then they kind of trigger in fact, I might just run into it. I believe they trigger a little thing to fall and hit you with. We were in a soothing roll there, so we were perfectly fine to just dodge that. But that will happen, so make sure you're not going into those threads. You can attack them to cut them. So neat little technique you can do there to just kind of avoid them altogether. And the boomerangs, of course, can cut them too, so you can just kind of throw them at range and ignore them altogether. Just grabbing the Dragonator again, so we'll keep going for this face. All right, just pulling up the Dragonator out of the ground. Throw one here, try to dodge into it. Doesn't have a very large hitbox. It is very pinpoint, so you can, kind of safely just position out of the way of it. Didn't dodge the roar there, and this is one of the few monsters that are just a bug to actually have a roar. I don't remember what the others are. I'll actually block the Dragonator swap there, or the swipe. I'll call it a swipe. I call it a flip, but she's the one who does the flip, not the Dragonator. All right, here comes this one. Just dodge out of the way of it. Here comes a slash. We're actually out of range of that too, so we'll keep going for a face here. It's gonna slam that Dragonator down. She has a hold of it. You can see the thread. Throw it once more. See where she's going. Looks like she's probably going right back into her little mech. So we'll kind of wait that out. Again, I don't remember exactly if you can deal damage to her in that state. I want to say it probably freezes, and you can actually hit her, but you can't actually deal damage to her. Try to get this Mega Boomerang off on this leg. Hopefully it doesn't move too quickly. And that should be a lot of damage, as long as she wasn't invincible when she was popping out of the ground. She's going to slam that down, but it is one of the sideways ones. So that is the type that will not actually you know, knock her leg into the ground so you can climb up it. There's another one. And remember, after she does that one, she does throw it this way. So you want to dodge with it and make sure you are continuously staying where that golden thread is. You can pierce through the other metal parts, but you won't be dealing as much damage. Dodge that out there. You can see that they were kind of shooting out gusts of wind from the left to the right. And they can all three go up and fall down at once too to blow a bigger gust of wind out. Now that we have our mega boomerangs, we're going to try to carve a path through, maybe upwards, and this should maybe, after 2, be able to get us through. Now you can, again, attack through. As long as your weapon pierces, you can actually attack through and hit those cocoons. We're not going to worry about that since we are going for longevity here. We want to actually just kind of clear out this path. We got a good flinch there, and that stopped her from actually attacking with her tail. We'll wait for this one. Get a dodge through, very nice. Do a couple of melee attacks into a spin. And there we go. All right, now we can actually pierce through and hit both. She might be going for a gas attack, so hopefully I can get this out. Is she? No, she's not. She's just kind of moving around. So we'll keep piercing this, but we'll be able to get double effectiveness out of this, actually attacking where we're trying to go through and also hitting the cocoon in the process. All right, we'll try to actually just wear through this now with our regular attack. She's doing her tail attack again. All right, she can't, I don't think she can reach us anymore. Now that we're in the center of her bat. So a couple more hits here, and we should be able to get through at some point, hopefully. But this very much mimics the fight like Jin Marin. I believe, you know, something, I don't want to say Dalamander because Dalamander is like its own thing entirely. It's a giant snake. But, you know, Jin Marin has those soft spots on his back that you can attack that can actually get you through his spine at some points. You have something like, it's not Dalamore. What is it called? The final boss of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I have completely forgot. Dire Miralis, that's it. You know, big, massive monster, very slow. We're gonna wait here. I don't think, yeah, she's not actually doing anything that can actually scare us. So we're gonna just keep attacking here. And this is also a great place where we can actually gather gauge too. I believe her cat broke something else. Did they really, or did she do that herself? I don't know how that happened, but okay. Actually, we might have just broke that by attacking through. All right, that's fine. We'll go ahead and throw another Mega Boomerang out. She completely missed us there, so we'll be able to get some of the melee hits from Mega Boomerang out too. Go ahead and try to throw this one out too. She's being very generous letting us stay on her back here. She is just kind of going after her cats, which is good. They're drawing the aggro away from us very nicely. Might be a little too greedy going for this other one, but it's fine. We'll get that off, and then we'll be able to knock her over here. And then we'll be able to climb back up into that mouth and damage the main cocoon. Any damage I believe you do to the golden thread still adds to the thing, but it's easier to attack this very large spot that isn't moving at all compared to the other ones. Actually broke it already, so that's good. And we'll just kind of keep going at it here. Do another boomerang spin, do a dodge, or at least attempt to do the dodge. Double melee attack into a throw, into a spin. Very nice. And we'll just keep doing that. All right, she's gonna get back up. So now we'll have to kind of carve our way back up there to attack the secondary cocoon. Missed that completely. She does move very large distances, which makes sense. It's a very, very, very massive monster. Throw a couple of boomerangs here. We know she's going to move that leg because she did the sideways one, so it does kind of off-put her stance a little bit. There it comes again. So we'll be able to safely attack from here, and she moves it to the left a little bit. All right, now what's she going to do? Just stand there, kind of be menacing, intimidating maybe a little bit. Oh, it's gonna slam down on me. Okay, we're fine. Wait for the second one to go through. We'll actually dodge through it. And here comes all three at once. I actually blocked multiple hits there. That's fine. That's not fine. We're just gonna wait for this out. Normally she'll kind of, you know, push her jaw forward there and move the whole mech with it, but she just kind of stopped there after she slammed once. She's gonna slam her foot down there. That is the massive frontwards one that kind of puts her face down too. And pretty much her entire body is a hitbox at this point, so any tiny movement she makes is going to damage you at the very least a little bit. Very nice. There we go, we get a break there. And that break actually just knocked her back down into the, where her mouth is open, so that's good. We'll be able to throw a Mega Boomerang at her. We're gonna try to hover this maybe. It's gonna be a bit weird since our vision is blocked, but hopefully we can get something good there. All right, very nice. Go ahead and throw another one out. And since we just applied our boomerang buffs, I think we're good to just go ahead and do this. I don't think our piercing boomerangs will go out too terribly soon. And there we go. Those menacing eyes. This is the Final little bout. After phase 4, you'll get into phase 5 where she has a giant massive wheel and Proof of a Hero starts playing, so you know you're in the final stretch. And not much left there's not much left to do actually. So this wheel has a massive hitbox and she can use it to kind of move around like an Uragon. So we'll be able to just kind of avoid that by dodging into it. It's the safest thing you can do. It's kind of hard to judge where it's going. So make sure you take the precautions and learn where the hitbox is going. She does a little flip thing she can do with the rest of them. Just a larger hitbox, obviously. I believe you can still iframe through that regularly, though. Wait for the web shots. I actually get webbed up in there, so we'll see that. Used up our last little bar gauge there. And now she's pulling out 3 Dragonators. She's going to spin them in a little pattern. If you fought All Mother Narwa, you will know that that's kind of a similar thing that she'll do. You know, ripping off Ahtal-Ka here. She did it first. We'll wait here. She's doing the double sweep. I believe that actually pulls out 2 Dragonators, so that's pretty cool. Couple of boomerangs here. We'll wait and see what she does now. Here comes a slam. Good dodge. Oh, we do bounce off of the actual physical items, or the man-made, I guess, I don't know, the inanimate objects. You will bounce off of those if you hit them, because they're not flesh. You can't cut straight through it. Couple of boomerangs at the face there. See what she does next. She's gonna roar, so we'll dodge through that. Our cat did give us go fight win. I don't know if I really want to throw a mega boomerang though. Wait for the swipe here. We're actually fine though, so we'll just keep attacking. Throw that. Dodge through that little claw slam there. She's probably gonna follow it with something quick. She's doing the little Uragon wheel. Oh, I tried to dodge into it. She was not aiming for me, so she completely missed me, but then she hit me because I dodged into it. All right, we're fine. She did cut at us. We're good, though. She's going to slam that down. I did just completely miss that, though. We're fine. We'll go ahead and heal here. And iframe for this next little attack. All right, do a couple of melee attacks into a quick throw, into a spin. Very nice. Wait and see what she does again. All right, we'll wait and see if this is actually going to hit us. No, it's not. So we can actually do a quick little turnaround here. Throw boomerangs at her. Get some damage off. All right, we're fine. Oh, no, we're not fine. You actually take the extra damage from the second web shot there, or the third one if you got caught by the second one. That's fine, though. I don't mind using up a acorn on the final boss. You can tell I could have very easily avoided that, though. I'm just kind of playing loose with it. I'm trying to have a little bit of fun. All right, see what she does next. Shooting out webs, so we're perfectly fine to just apply our boomerang buffs here. She's going to swipe this around, so we'll just dodge into it. Adept definitely makes this fight incredibly easy, but she does swoop that around and, you know, double time actually instead of just a single time. There we go. We get another break, I believe, on the secondary claw too, so that's nice. Couple of boomerangs here. She's gonna roar, so we'll just dodge straight through that. Throw another boomerang out. See what she does next. All right, she's sweeping it around. This is the kind of double one again. So we'll be able to get close to her on the second time around and be able to actually keep attacking her. Couple of boomerangs at the legs there. We get another part break. Not sure what that one is. I don't think it was her head. Maybe her tail. Can't really tell what it is, but that's fine. Just gonna pull up some more Dragonator stuff. So, oh yeah, she's doing the spin around, so we'll actually dodge away. She'll actually position herself out of the way of it, so you'll have a little bit of time to actually attack her. And you can dodge in between these. You can also just adept them too. So do that if you want. She's doing the double swipe with the double Dragonators, so we're perfectly fine to just get behind her and dodge that. She'll have to do a head turn here, so we'll do a couple of hits. She'll throw that down, actually misses completely. Very clean hitbox. Do a spin here. See what she does next, just kind of moving forward. All right. More webs are going out, so be able to... I said I thought we could cut through those. I guess we can't. We can do it with our main weapon, though. At the very least, I'm pretty sure we can. Yeah, you can. You can cut through those with your main weapon. Just not with your boomerangs. I thought we could do that, though. Either way, we'll keep going for that face there. Here comes the roar. Throw another boomerang out. See what happens now. Okay, she's just throwing it down again. Gonna look for a chance to throw a mega boomerang at some point. She should be very low on health here. All right, she just did a little spin there to attack our cat, so we should be fine. Wait for this. This is a slow one, or the fast one actually, so she's not doing it a second time. She's actually just going hand to fist here without any other items, so that's good. She's gonna have to go back and pick that up though. Hopefully I don't get knocked out of my mega boomerang with that, but yeah, we're gonna keep just throwing this constantly. We're gonna topple over, so we'll actually aim this at the face now. It's not a very long topple over, but there we go. Ahtal-Ka has been finished up. And now that she's been finished, all of the webs and stuff fall over. And I'm guessing that was her little fortress there. that she was holding up with the web, but now that we've defeated her, the web all just breaks. Not really sure how that works, and now we can carve her up. You can see the sunny skies and the very barren desert off in the distance. During the fight, she'll also drop some materials, so if you, again, really need Ahtal-Ka stuff, then you will want to gather those up. But we'll finish carving her up here. Go ahead, gather this little tiny thing here, whatever this is, a queen substance, so that is an item. We'll stare off into the desert. You can actually go pretty far here. And I'll meet you back at the base. Welcome back, darling. I had absolute confidence that you'd pull through, and what a magnificent battle that was. The effortless grace of your movements, your decisive strikes, I was enraptured by your every action. I have to say, Ahtal-Ka turned out to be much smaller than I expected. That pesky bug caused a whole lot of trouble. Its armor was used for protection and to make itself look bigger to intimidate its prey. In the end, I suppose it was simply acting on instinct. It was astonishing, really, to see it adding and removing parts to its armor so nimbly. That can't have been easy for you. Of course, we couldn't have done it without all the support we've had from the quest ender and the hunters here. While you were out fighting Ahtal-Ka, they had their hands full dealing with all manner of monsters. And more good news, for your unprecedented acts of heroism, the guild has decided to lift the restriction on your hunter rank altogether. The quest ender will tell you more about what lifting the hunter rank restriction means for you. Now, rest that weary head of yours, and I'll see you again bright and early for quests and adventure, alright? I dare say you'll have turned into a celebrity overnight. You hang on to that limelight, darling. I'll be content with the financial perks. Hoist the sails, hunters. And our next stop is fame, fortune, glamour, and glory. Alright, well, we got a pub ticket again. Hunter rank has been increased to HR 82. I thought the HR 100 climb was going to be pretty terrible, but I did do all of the deviants, so that the grinding that the deviants took. Oh, I forgot so much about that. That is so difficult. But we're already at 82, which if you do the game the way, or you do it the way they intend you to do it, yeah, you're going to be pretty close to HR 100. Either way, welcome back. Wonderful work taking out the Ahtal-Ka. Knowing what you're capable of, I was reluctant to interfere too much with your mission, but I have to say I'm relieved to see you back safely. Additionally, the manager didn't feel the need to take care of it herself and delegated the task to you. This certainly is a surprising but welcome change. Usually, she would be front and center with sword in hand. This development is proof of your skills and her belief in them. Well, I believe you've heard this from the manager, but the limit on your hunter rank can be raised. From now on, each time you complete a quest, you'll get hunter rank points. You can use these to raise your hunter rank. As you collect points and raise your rank, you'll eventually gain access to more difficult quests. For now, take some time to rest and recuperate, or for rest and recuperation. You've certainly earned it. Here's today's list for your perusal. Now, we have some new quests that we wouldn't have if we had just freshly broken the HR cap and went up to HR 12 or whatever it is. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, we have a lot of the rare species, I believe is what they're called. And we have a Latrion already and a Matsu, so that's pretty good. And lots of hyper monsters to hunt. All right, we'll go ahead and look at the Ahtal-Ka weapons, actually. And you can see they're not great. Very low affinity, I believe -30. You do get purple sharpness and high raw, but since we are an element weapon, we don't really use these very much, so not great. As for the armor, unlike the hunters, the cats don't really get very special stuff. Since cats don't get skills from their armor, you only get the defense, which is exactly the same as the rest of the armor. The only thing is that the elemental resistances changes. For hunters, Ahtal-Ka is very neat as it allows a lot of skill building, as it has, I believe, double talisman, which doubles the points on your talisman, and also adds 2 skill points to every skill that's active on your set. Again, very nice for actually adding stuff, and the Ahtal-Ka weapons are purple sharpness, high raw, and have 3 slots, and most of the armor has 3 slots too. So if you pair that with a good talisman, you're pretty set for, at the very least, most of the quests to come. Cats don't get that though. We just get armor and that's about it. We don't get to play around with the special fancy stuff. Either way, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider leaving a comment below and maybe even consider subscribing. Until next time, bye.